Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Welcome back to our Architecture Review Series practice quiz, and this is now part 2 of our Structural Conceptualization quiz. So instructions before proceeding with the quiz, it is best to get a piece of paper muna, cut lengthwise, and then write down numbers 1 to 30 so that when you are ready, you can now start with the quiz, and for every question, write down the corresponding letter of your best choice or answer from the multiple choice. And you will be given 10 seconds to finalize your answer. At the end of the quiz, count the total number of your correct answers and check your score rating. So if you are now ready, good luck. So number 1. What is the minimum concrete cover in millimeters for reinforcing steel of slabs on grade? A. 19 mm, B. 25 mm, C. 38 mm, and D. 50 mm. And our correct answer is letter C, 38 mm. So this is according to DPWH standards. The minimum concrete cover for reinforcing steel for slab on grade is 38 mm. Others show that for slab on grade it is 40 mm. Also, this is from DPWH documents. Number 2. Stripping of forms and shores for foundation should be after blank hours. A. 8, B. 12, C. 18, and D. 24. And our correct answer is letter D, 24 hours. So stripping of forms and shores for foundation is 24 hours. For suspended slab, except when additional loads are imposed, 8 days. For walls is 21 days, beams is 14 days, and columns is 21 days. Is according to DPWH documents as well. Number 3. Soil boring test must have a minimum depth of blank meters. A. 1.5, B. 1.8, C. 2, and D. 3. And our correct answer here is D, 3 meters. So when deep excavation is anticipated, the depth of soil boring should be at least 1.5 times the depth of excavation. Sometimes it is required to transfer foundation loads directly to the bedrock. The minimum depth of core boring into the bedrock is about 3 meters deep. According to DPW standards, procedure for standard penetration tests for deep drilling conducted at 7.30 meters from center line of existing bridge, left and right at each abutment. Drilling can be stopped after 3 meters minimum penetration into hard strata or bedrock. Number 4. For every clear span of 4.5 meters, reinforced concrete beam should have a camber of at least blank millimeters. A. 4.5, B. 6, C. 8, and D. 10. And our correct answer is letter B, 6 millimeters. So camber in beams refers to a controlled curvature, typically an upward curve introduced into a structural beam. Bali, ito yon, to counter the effects of deflection under load. This ensures that the beam remains relatively flat or level after the load is applied. So accordingly, from DPWH documents, it says that camber all reinforced concrete beams at least 6 mm for every 4,500 mm or 4.5 meters clear span, except cantilevers for which the camber shall be noted in the plans or ordered by the designers, but in no case less than 18 mm for every 3,000 mm or 3 meters free span. Number 5. Foundation should not rest on blank. A. Driven pile. B. Natural grade. C. Board pile. And D. Earth fill. So actually, medyo nakakalito to kasi dalawa ang possible answer, letter B tsaka letter D, natural grade tsaka earth fill. So what between the two, tingnan natin kung alin ang mas best choice. It will be letter D, earth fill. Accordingly, earth fill is loose, often recently compacted soil that may not provide adequate support for a foundation. It can settle over time, causing the structure to unevenly distribute weight. Natural grade refers to the existing natural slope of the land, which can be used as a foundation base if the soil conditions are stable. However, sometimes additional support might be needed depending on the soil type and load of the structure. So this is the document from DPWH saying that foundation shall rest on natural soil unless otherwise noted by the engineer. So pwedeng nakarest sa natural soil. But no part of the foundation shall rest on fill. So talagang hindi po pwede sa on fill, no? Provide 1 meter minimum embedment from natural soil level and below. Again, notes on footings. So another DPW's document shows that footings are designed for an allowable soil bearing pressure of 96 kPa or 2000 psf, and contractor shall report to the engineer in writing the actual soil conditions. And nakalagay dito, footing shall rest at least 1.5 meters below natural grade line unless otherwise indicated in the plans, and no footing shall rest on fill. So definitely hindi po pwede sa earth fill, no? Number 6. What is the minimum concrete cover in millimeters for reinforcing bars of walls above grade? A. 38 mm, B. 25 mm, C. 19 mm, and D. 50 mm. And our correct answer is letter B, 25 mm. So this is according to DPWH construction documents. Walls above grade, minimum concrete cover is 25 mm. Another document shows also 25 mm. Number 7. What is the maximum slump for concrete in beams and slabs in millimeters? A. 50 mm, B. 75 mm, C. 100 mm, and D. 150 mm. And our correct answer is letter C, 100 mm. So again, this is from DPWH standards. Maximum slump for beams and slabs will be 100 mm, and that is a 3000 psi or class A concrete. Number 8. What is the common size of reinforcing bars for both vertical and horizontal in seismic walls in millimeters? A. 8, B. 10, C. 12, and D. 18 mm. And our correct answer is letter B, 10 mm. So again, this is from DPWH standards on concrete hollow blocks, wall reinforcement. 10 mm at every third level for horizontal, and 10 mm at 600 on center vertical. The minimum lapse at splice is 0.25 meters and provide right angle reinforcement at corners. Aside from 10 mm, you can also use 12 mm, that is for horizontal bars at every third level, for 200 mm CHB or 8 inches CHB. Number 9. What is the minimum thickness of a concrete footing in millimeters? 100, B 150, C 250, and D 300 mm. And our correct answer is letter C, 250 mm. This is from the National Building Code. Footings shall support the load of the dwelling. This is for Class A dwelling, at least 250 millimeters thick. Number 10. What is the minimum depth of footing below the surface of the ground? A. 300 mm, B. 400 mm, C. 500 mm, and D. 600 mm. And our correct answer is letter D, 600 mm. Again, this is from the NBCP. For Group A dwellings, footing shall be at least 250 millimeters thick and 600 millimeters below the surface of the ground. So from the top of the footing to the grade level is 600 millimeters. 11. What is the design live load in kilograms per square meters at the ground floor? A. 150, B. 200, C. 250, and D. 300 kilograms per square meter. And our correct answer is letter B, 200 kilograms per square meters. This is according to the National Building Code. First floor live load, 200 kilograms per square meter. Number 12. What is the design live load in kilograms per square meters at the second floor? A. 150, B. 200, C. 250, and D. 300. And our correct answer is letter A, 150 kilograms per square meter according to NBCP. So, kung ang ground floor, first floor is 200 kilograms per square meter, ang second floor is 150 kilograms per square meter. What is the least wind load in kilograms per square meters for vertical projection for the roof? A, 100, B, 120, C, 150, and D, 200. And our correct answer is letter B, 120 kilograms per square meter, according to the NBCP, is the wind load for roofs for vertical projection. Number 14. What is the most common type of cement that is in general use? A. Pozzolana, B. High alumina, C. Sulfate, and D. Portland. And our correct answer is letter D, Portland cement. So ordinary Portland cement or OPC is the go-to choice for most construction projects, offering versatility and strength. OPC is known for its strength, durability, and workability, making it suitable for various construction applications. It's commonly used to construct buildings, bridges, roads, and other structures. OPC is versatile and can be combined with other materials such as aggregates to create different concrete mixes. Number 15. Which cement type has very high rate of strength development versus other type? A. Blast surface. B. High alumina. C. Portland. And D. Portland pozzolana. And our correct answer is letter B. High alumina. So high alumina cement is a type of hydraulic cement made by melting and grinding bauxite and lime together. The resulting cement has an excellent level of strength and durability. High alumina cement develops strength much faster than all other cement types. It can achieve full strength in 24 hours under proper curing. It is often used in situations requiring rapid setting or early strength, such as emergency repairs. Blast furnace slag cement has slow strength development. Portland cement has normal strength gain type 1. Faster versions is type 3 but still lag behind high alumina in early strength. Portland pozzolana cement on the other hand has slow strength gain, especially early. 16. Crushed stone, crushed gravel, or natural gravel with particles retained on a 5 mm sieve is a blank aggregate. A. Big, C. Fine, C. Small, and D. Coarse. And our correct answer is letter D. Coarse. So, the classification of aggregates has two categories. We have the fine aggregates, are those aggregates which pass through 4.75 mm sieve or aggregates with size less than 5 mm, while coarse aggregates are those aggregates that pass through 75 mm sieve and entirely retained on a 4.75 mm sieve, or those aggregates with size greater than 5 mm. 17. Which is not a requirement for concrete mixture? A. Strength, B. Economy, C. Durability, and D. Flexibility. And our correct answer is letter D. Flexibility. So while concrete can bend slightly, flexibility is not a primary requirement for a good concrete mixture. Concrete is designed to primarily withstand compressive loads and resist cracking, not to be flexible like rubber. Its key properties are strength, durability, and economy. Number 18. What is the item W4/13 stand for in structural steel design? A. W flange 4 inches height and 13 inches wide. B. W section 4 inches wide and 13 inches height. C. Steel flange weighing 4 pounds and 13 inches height. And D. Wide flange 4 inches height and weighing 13 pounds per foot. And our correct answer is letter D. Wide flange 4 inches height and weighing 13 pounds per foot. So wide flange beams are designated by the letter W followed by the nominal depth in inches and the weight in pounds per foot. In structural steel design, WR/13 refers to wide flange beam with the following properties: nominal depth or height at 4 inches, and the weight is 13 pounds per linear foot. 19. What do you call an I-beam used for steel column? A. I-column, B. Universal column, C. Wide flange column, and D. Web beam. And our correct answer is letter B. Universal column. So a universal column, or UC, is the standard term used, especially in British and some international contexts, for an I section used as a vertical column. It has a nearly equal depth and flange width, making it ideal for use as a column. Universal column or UC is short and wide and optimized for vertical loads, while universal beam or wide flange beam is deeper than it is wide and optimized for bending. In American practice, the term wide flange W section is used, and it can be used as a beam or a column depending on the application, but for clarity in structural terminology, universal column is the best answer. 20. Which part of the I-beam section in structural steel resists shear forces? A. Web, B. Middle part, C. End part, and D. Flange. And our correct answer is letter A, web. So the web resists shear forces. Ito yung dito. No? While the flanges resist most of the bending moment experienced by the beam. Number 21. If I-beam structural steel have equal or near equal width and depth, they are more suited as blank. A. Columns, B. Joists, C. Beams, and D. Girders. And our correct answer is columns. So a column is a structural member designed to resist compressive loads primarily. The equal or near equal width and depth of an I-beam section provides excellent stability under compression, making it suitable for use as a column. So joists are smaller beams used in floor systems, and they can have various ratios of width to depth depending on their specific application. Beams, on the other hand, typically have a much greater depth than width to resist bending loads. And girders are large beams that support smaller beams, and they also usually have a greater depth than width. 22. Which structural steel beam is excellent for resisting twisting and warping under torsional loading? A. The wide flange beam, B. I-beam, C. Z-shaped beam, and D. Box beam. And our correct answer is letter D, box beam. So box beams have a closed cross-section, which significantly improves the resistance to torsion compared to open sections like I-beams or wide flange beams, which are more susceptible to twisting and warping under torsional loads. 23. What is the minimum day of curing breaking of cylinder for compressive strength test? A. 3 days, B. 7 days, C. 14 days, and D. 28 days. And our correct answer is letter D, 28 days. So in concrete construction, 28 days is the standard age at which a concrete cylinder is tested to determine its compressive strength. This is because concrete typically reaches about 95 to 100% of its design strength at this age under standard curing conditions. So 3 days and 7 days are used for early strength checks, not the final test. And 14 days is sometimes checked but not the standard benchmark. So 28 days is the official test day for most structural design requirements. 24. An admixture that speeds up the early strength development of concrete. A. Accelerator, B. Retarder, C. Hardener, and D. Softener. And our correct answer is letter A, accelerator. So an accelerator is an admixture that speeds up the setting and early strength development of concrete. Retarder delays the setting of concrete, allowing for increased workability. Hardener is not a standard term used to describe concrete admixtures, and softener also is not a standard term used to describe concrete admixtures. 25. It is used to stop or reduce penetration of moisture through the concrete. A. Paint. B. Damp proofer. C. Epoxy. And D. Waterproofing. And our correct answer is letter B, damp proofer. So damp proofing is designed to prevent moisture from wicking through concrete, usually from the ground up, but it can withstand direct water pressure. Waterproofing is a more robust solution that stops water from penetrating concrete under pressure, including from leaks and high water tables. 26. What aggregate size is best for the ground floor slab? A. 3/4 inch. B. 1/2 inch. C. 1.5 inches. And D. 2 inches. And our correct answer is letter B, 1/2 inch. So, according to DPW standards, again, for suspended slabs, columns, beams, slabs, and slab on fill, the maximum size of aggregate is 20 mm or 3/4. So, smaller aggregates provide better workability and a more even distribution of concrete around reinforcement bars. So, the maximum size is 20 mm or 3/4. 27. What is not a part of a roof truss? A. Gusset plate. B. Cord. C. Web. And D. Fastener. And our correct answer is letter D. Fastener. So fastener is not considered a part of a roof truss, as a fastener, such as nails, screws, bolts, and truss plates, is used to connect the various components of a truss, not being a structural member itself. 28. In site construction, backfilling material is estimated by A. Truckload, B. Cubic meter, C. Per sack, and D. Per kilo. And our correct answer is letter B, cubic meter. So the volume of backfill is in cubic meters. So backfilling involves filling in excavated areas with soil or other material, and its quantity is typically measured in cubic meters to accurately determine the required volume. 29. Local manufacturer of pre-stressed bars. A. Benedicto Steel Group. B. Pagasa Steel, C. Asia Steel, and D. Uni Steel. And our correct answer is letter A, Benedicto Steel Group. So Benedicto Steel Group, or BSG, is a local manufacturer in the Philippines specializing in pre-stressed concrete wires and strands. Their products are used in pre-stressed concrete applications such as bridges, buildings, and other infrastructure projects. Pagasa Steel primarily produces deformed reinforcing bars or rebars for concrete reinforcement. Steel Asia is the leading steel manufacturer in the Philippines, and Uni Steel is known for supplying reinforcing bars but not specifically focused on pre-stressed bars. And lastly, number 30, a heavy horizontal timber at the bottom of the frame of a wood structure. A. Sill plate. B. Sole plate. C. Fire stop. D. Termite shield. And our correct answer is letter A, sill plate. So a sill plate is a heavy horizontal timber placed at the bottom of a wood frame structure. So ito yun, no? It typically anchored to the concrete or masonry foundation. It serves as the base for the wall framing and helps distribute loads from the structure above. On the other hand, yung salt plate naman is also a horizontal member but usually refers to the bottom plate of a frame wall, not directly attached to the foundation. So, mas lighter ang sole plate. Ito yung sole plate at ito yung sill plate. No? So, nasa pinakababa talaga ang sill plate. Ang sole plate, pinakababa ng mga studs. No? Doon naka-attach yung mga studs sa pinaka-sole plate. And that's it for our quiz. Congratulations for completing the quiz. Now, count your total correct answers and determine your score category. If your rating is 15 or less, it is time for a more strategic review.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Enroll at Atlas CDC Review for a comprehensive prep for the Architecture Board exams. Message us now.